Hello friends, Mary here with Boomers Blooming. I hope all is well where you are, and I hope that you are enjoying your day, your activities, your family, and your friends. You know, I cooked some brown rice the other day. I love brown rice. I've gotten used to it because white rice was my favorite, and I still like white rice. But I'm trying to convert over to brown pasta, brown rice, things like that, because it's better for my type 2 diabetes. Doesn't seem to spike my sugar as high. Okay, so I have some leftover rice, and I'm going to attempt, I said attempt, to recycle that leftover rice into a recipe that could probably be delicious, because I don't want to throw it out. It's leftover brown rice, and I'm going to try to use it in a rice pudding recipe of mine. Now, I normally use white rice, but like I say, I have some brown rice left over, and I do not want to throw it out. So, hold on. Now, as you see, I have the leftover brown rice from the other day. So I'm going to try to make a stovetop rice pudding. A stovetop rice pudding, okay? So, just a moment. Gosh, that coffee is so good. So, I'm going to take the leftover brown rice and I'm going to put it in this bowl, okay? See that? Putting the leftover brown rice in this bowl, okay? So here's the leftover brown rice from the other day, okay? Now, I'm going to, what I'll be using is cinnamon, vanilla flavor, a little sea salt because the rice already has some salt in it. Brown sugar. Raisins. Now these are golden raisins. Butter. And because this is a small bowl of rice, 1 egg. And I've already cracked the egg and beat it up. See that? Okay. Now, I'm going to start by, I'm kind of winging this, friends, because you know I told you, I don't know if I told you, but I never made stovetop rice pudding before. So, I'm just kind of like testing the waters with this. I'm going to start by putting a little vanilla in here. Not very much. Get a spoon, a small spoon. Okay. Maybe about that much. Maybe just, I like vanilla. Okay. Maybe about that much in a small spoon. I'm going to start out by putting that in there. Okay. I'm going to put the cinnamon in there. Okay. See? Okay. See? I'm going to put some brown sugar. See? I'm going to taste this as I go. I may have to put more of these ingredients in there. I'm going to sprinkle a little salt, sea salt. Okay. And I'm going to soften some butter so I can put it in here. Probably not a whole lot, because when I cook the brown rice, I put butter in it, okay? But I'm gonna soften some butter. This is using leftovers that I don't want to throw out. Trying to make something out of leftovers that I do not want to throw out. So there's the butter. See? Not a whole lot. Okay? Gonna melt that. And as that melts, I'm going back over here. Now, as the butter is melting, like I said, I'm going to stir this up. See? With the cinnamon. My tripod wanted to cut its own self on. See that? Stop. Okay? It wants to control me, but I'm not going to let that happen. I'm in control. At least I think I am. So I stirred that all up. Now I'm going to add the raisins. See that? These are golden raisins. See that? I'm making stovetop rice pudding. Not the kind that goes in the oven. Stovetop. You see? Gonna stir that up. I hope this comes out good, because I hate throwing away food when I don't have to. And a lot of times I recycle a lot of my leftovers. Instead of throwing them out, I recycle them. Okay? See if I needed more raisins in here. I like raisins. I think I'll put a little bit more in here. Just a little bit more. Just checking on my butter. Now, see there? Raisins, cinnamon, vanilla flavor, a dash of salt, because these have already been pre-cooked. I'm heating my butter. Okay? See that? Get those good old juicy raisins all in there. See that? Now, I'm going to add my butter. Well, it's not quite melted enough. So, I don't want to put the milk in there until I can add my butter. Okay? Because if I put the milk in there before I add my butter, I don't know if that'll work. So I'm going to put the butter in it first, and then I'm going to add the milk. Okay? And the egg will be the last thing I'm going to add. You know, I told you I'm winging this. I never made this before. And I just don't want to throw this brown rice out. So I'm attempting to make stovetop brown rice pudding. Now, I don't know how it's going to come out now, friends. I may still have to throw it out. Because Charlie won't eat it either. He won't. Of course, I wouldn't give this to Charlie, but you know what I'm saying. Now, my butter has melted. And as you can see, I'm applying the butter. And like I said, this rice had already been cooked because I had it the other day. So I don't want to over grease it, so to speak. You know, I really don't want to get all that good old butter. I don't use margarine, friends. I used to years ago, but I prefer butter, you know. Okay, now, I'm going to stir this up. See that? See how it's coming out? Hold on. See? Ooh. I slopped some out of it. But I didn't think I needed a big bowl for this, because it wasn't that much rice. See? See? Get it all saturated in there. It smells good. Okay? Now, I'm going to put some milk in here because it calls for milk. Now, I'm going to kind of wing this like I said. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, yeah. You know, I have a little half and half over here, too. I think I put some of that in it. See? I think I'll put some of that in it. See that? See? It almost looks like oatmeal, doesn't it? Because that's brown rice. Okay? Now, before I put the egg in, I'm going to do a taste test. Because I don't want to do a taste test with raw egg in it. Let's see. That's not so bad, friend, but you know what it needs? It needs a little bit more salt. Needs a little bit more brown sugar. Ooh, see that? And I think it needs a little bit more cinnamon. Just a touch more. I think I got enough vanilla in it. Okay. Now, we stir it. tinge more. You know, I told you I like raisins. I think I just want a tinge more raisins in mine. That'll help to sweeten it a little bit too. Okay? You know. And I think I'm gonna put a little bit more half and half. Now, mind you, this is recycled rice. So it pretty much has already absorbed the liquid from yesterday. So it's not going to absorb a whole lot of this because it's already puffed up because it was already cooked. Put a little bit more milk. See that? See? See? Now I'm going to, one more taste test. One more taste test. See what it tastes like. See if it needs anything else. It's pretty much just right. Just a tinge more salt. See that? Now I'm gonna fold the egg in. Oop. See that? I could really put this in the oven. But since I said I was going to make the stovetop, I think I'll just stay with that for right now. Next time I'm going to put this in the oven. I'm going to make an oven-baked rice pudding. Okay? Because I think this, as I'm looking at it, I think this would work well in the oven too. I really do. So the same skillet that I had the butter in, I'm going to put this in there. Ooh, let me stir it up a little bit more because I did put that egg in there. Okay. Okay. Get all that good stuff in there. And so here it is on the stove. I think I'm going to turn it up just a little. And we're going to see what this is going to do. I hope I didn't put too much milk in it. But we'll see. You know, this is an experiment. You know, this is an experiment, friends. And so I really don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm just trying to save the brown rice. Now I have it on. And as you can see, it's cooking. Okay. It's bubbling. We're going to see what it's going to do. We're going to see what this is going to taste like. Because I don't know. This is my first time cooking it. There's a piece of egg right there I'm going to take out that I didn't stir up. Okay. And Charlie is circling the wagon. But Charlie, you don't eat brown rice pudding. Stovetop brown rice pudding. I'm trying to get some of the liquid out of it, so I kind of got it on not high, but a little bit toward high. As you can see, it's thickening up. Okay? Just trying to save this brown rice. And there's another little piece of egg. Because see, that egg is cooking in there. And I don't, now the next time I'm going to stir the egg up a little bit better. Because I don't like to see those pieces of egg in there. Which is nothing wrong with it, it's just egg. You know what I'm saying? See that? See that? See that? See how it's cooking? See that? See that? It's cooking up pretty good. I'm gonna get me another taste tester spoon. See what this is gonna taste like. See? See there? It's that brown rice. See there? Let's see. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's really good. So I'm gonna get me a plate and I'm gonna dish up some of it. See that? I'm gonna turn it off because it's ready to be turned off. See that? See that? Stovetop fried rice pudding. Okay, gonna sit it over here and let it cool off. You know, friends, it came out pretty good. See that? Look at that. That's stovetop brown rice. See that? And you saw me make it. And it's good. It saved me from throwing away my rice, which is the brown rice. See that? It's good. Let's see. Now that's good. And I saved my brown rice. Now that's good. Yes, it is. See that, friend? Brown rice. See that? So hot it's smoking. See that? Brown rice, raisins, milk, egg, 1 egg, cinnamon, vanilla, a little half and half, butter. And then, look at that. See that, friends? This is good. This is delicious. You know, I sat down and I forgot to unpause the camera. I'm eating about 1/3 of it, and it dawned on me the camera was still on pause. This is really good. Look at that. See, you got your raisins. Look at that. Your plump raisins. Just look at that. Rice. See that? Wow. That plump raisin in there. See that? I'm gonna get that cherry in a minute. See that? Look at the consistency of that. See that? This is so good. You know, this would make a great breakfast food and a great dessert. This would make a great breakfast cereal or food and a great dessert. It has that taste that it would. See that? Look there. Look at that rice and those raisins. And of course, I plopped that cherry on top. I'm gonna taste it with the cherry. Get the cherry up here. Okay? Let's see. You know, the old folk used to say when something was really good, you must have stuck your toes in it. That's what they would tease the people who cooked it. This food, this is so good, you must have stuck your toes in it. Well, this is what I'm going to say. This is so good, I stuck my toes and my fingers in it. Just teasing, of course. Look at that. All gone just about. Look at that. Look at that. So good. Woo. Look at that. Good. This is really good. I didn't really know how this was going to turn out, like I told you. I never cooked this before. I just did not want to throw away this rice. Food is too high to be throwing stuff away. So, the recipe came out really good. And you saw how I made it. And you saw the ingredients. It was simple. Just leftover rice. And you add the vanilla, the cinnamon, the milk, a little half and half, an egg, and put a little brown sugar in it, butter, and just put it on top of the stove. This is called Stovetop rice pudding. You can make it with brown rice. If you have white rice left over, you can make it with white rice. And I believe you can even put this in the oven and let it bake. Of course, it wouldn't take it that long because the rice is already done. So you can either do it on top of the stove like I did, or you can put it in your little toaster oven or your oven. It makes a great breakfast meal. It makes a great side dessert. Wait till you taste this. You're going to say, Mary, that is really good. Simple, economical, a very cheap dish, very little work, and you've got a nice plate of food. You got a nice plate of something you can enjoy rather than throwing it away. You know, I try to do this a lot. I try to recycle things that I have. And I have a member of my family. She does the same thing. She does a lot of recycling of leftovers. She's a great cook. I've never tasted those leftovers, but I bet they are delicious. So, friends, try it. You'll like it. If you like rice, if you're a rice eater, and if you like rice, and you can tweak yours any way you want. Remember to get your test spoon, a clean test spoon, before you put the egg in it now, and test it. See if it has enough sugar in it. See if it has enough butter in it. See if it has enough vanilla flavor in it. See if it has enough sugar, enough salt in it. See if it has enough cinnamon. Just taste test it. Taste test it to your liking. And like I said, you can use brown or white rice. So taste it. Now let the egg, beat the egg up real good. Like I said, this time I should have beat the egg up a little bit more because when I put it on, some pieces of the egg tried to cook separate of the rice. So I'm going to have to kind of watch that. But this was my first time. And I didn't have to throw away this rice, and it's delicious. So let the egg be the last thing you put in. Okay? Now I know that about this because I just made it. So friends, thank you so much for letting me come into your home today. Wherever you are, in your den, living room, wherever you are. Thank you so much for letting me come in, letting me experiment, because this was an experiment. I never made this before, but it's good. Came out, just try it. You'll see. Thank you so much. And if you like my content, please give me a thumbs up. If you just like me, the way I present myself, the information I bring to you all, my laid-back personality, and just if you like me, subscribe. Give me a subscription to YouTube, Boomers Blooming. The name of my channel is Boomers Blooming. I would appreciate it. Won't cost you any money. It just lets you know the next time I put out a video. And I have about 160 videos out there. I invite you all to come in when you have time and sit down and watch some of those videos. Most of my videos are different. They're not about the same subject matter. Now, you might find one or two of them speaking on the same subject matter, but basically, out of those 160 videos, they're pretty much on different topics. bringing you information, bringing you encouragement, sharing with you parts of my life. You know, so when you get time, sit down, pull up some of my videos. I'm pretty sure you will enjoy them. And stay tuned because I'm going to be putting out more videos. Okay? I thank you for your support. I thank you for taking this time out of your day to sit with me, to watch me. Time is important. I don't take that for granted. So thank you so much, friends. I love you guys, and you have a safe day. Be blessed and stay peaceful. I love you guys.